My plan is to hand over the rails to you.
I'm glad people are here to listen. Let me just let them know that just enter one chance.
So like I said,
yeah.
I can concentrate on what I'm doing in Rwanda, and I'll just refer all questions to Samia.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah, so you can share your screen.
Okay, all right. Share screen. So,
It's all yours.
all
We're
right.
listening to you.
Can you see the economic calendar?
Just your trading platform.
Okay, all right. So I guess I have to go back to share my screen sharing. It's gonna take a while.
The economical. It's a bit blurred, but we can see it.
Really? Okay, interesting.
But that's okay.
Okay. So I've been here ready to check that there's any major news of high importance.
Yes.
The only one available is Japan, which is relevant to our peers.
Yes.
So the only other one that is available here is United Kingdom, which is of medium
Important, yeah.
importance, and that's at 7 o'clock. And I mean, I'll still go through it just to see what's about public sector net borrowing. Net borrowing or net lending is the difference between the net acquisition of. So yeah, really, irrespective of this, I can still go ahead and place my trade.
Yep.
So I go to my platform.
Yep. You can see your platform.
You can see my platform.
Yes, you can see your platform.
Okay, so at the moment, the market is, I would say it's trending sideways between the pivot and R1.
Okay. Do you want to mark out your
my high,
the highest point and the lowest point of the sideways, right?
Lowest point of the sideways is.
No, that's the crosshairs you picked, not the horizontal line.
Okay, sorry. So I'll put that there. So this is the highest point. I should have checked. So the highest point is what does this say? The highest point.
Don't forget you use your data window. So when you put your cursor.
Well, when I put my cursor, yes. So the highest point is 1.14602.
1.14602. Okay. So that's just round it up to 1.4160. 602. 61. 1.4161.
Okay, 1.1461. Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be my object list. Horizontal line. Edit.
Well done.
High parameters.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that, oh,
Yeah, so you probably got it.
wrong.
So go and check again to see where the high point is, because again, I think it's because
Yeah.
you can expand your chart a bit, so you can go to the magnifying glass at the top and you know yeah, exactly. So you can one more. Okay, good. So now you can put your cursor over that candlestick with the highest. No, not that one. The one before it. That's one that has the highest width. That's it. So what's the high point there?
1.1469.
There you go.
Okay.
So you
should
can
I
edit.
round that up? 1.147.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can go and edit that previous high point. Yeah. No, just double click on the high, and then double click on it, and then edit. Yeah. There you go.
So. Okay. All right. Wait.
There you go. So you see, sometimes it's good. That's why those
The
tools are
magnifying.
really, yeah, they're there to make life easy for you.
So let me check for the lowest. So the lowest point will be here.
Okay.
Or here.
Yes.
But
And
I'll
which
take
one? Which one?
this
Exactly.
one.
Go with it.
Yeah, I'll go with this one.
Yeah.
So which is 1.1402. Do I round this up as well? 1.1.
Well, for the low point, you round it down because you want to get to the lowest point. So you round it down.
1.1401.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you have to get the line first. Well done.
Object name no is used already. Okay. Oh, this one. Let me delete this one. Here. Right.
Well done.
So we have our high point and our low point. So it's trending within. It's trending within the pivot and support S1.
So where
So
would you put your trade?
our trade would be, our buy trade would be either R1
Yes,
or
good.
our sell trade would be, no, we can't have a sell trade outside of
Exactly. Well done.
this.
Exactly. I thought you were going to make.
No.
You see, I told you you're ready to take over from me.
So yeah, so we're going to have a buy trade above R1, which would be 2 pips above.
Yeah. But there's no sell opportunity at the
There's no
moment.
sell opportunity at the moment. So it will be 2
Yeah.
pips
So you can
above.
see that's yeah. I'm just going to say quickly, so you can see that's why it's important to clearly mark out your sideways trend first, because there you can see clearly what's within the sideways trend.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Place your trade.
So 1.1475 is R1 at the moment. So we'll round
Yeah.
out up to 1.1476. Then the 2 pips above that.
Yeah, carry on.
1.1476. So that would be
Oh, what's R1?
R1 is 1.1475.
Okay, yeah. So you don't need to round it up. This is unless it was 1.41756, then
Oh,
that's where you need to round up. But
okay.
since
It's
it's 1.4175 on the dot,
1.50. Yeah.
exactly. So you just add 2 pips to the 75.
Okay.
So it will be 1.1477.
1.477. Okay.
Yeah.
So I use my calculator.
Your spreadsheet.
My spreadsheet. So that's a buy. 1.1475. That gives me
So just like the tools you use on the platform to make life easy for you, you can see your spreadsheet too makes life easy for you, just calculating your stop loss and your
stop
profit
loss and
limit.
my take profits.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing about trading. Whatever you can use to make life easy for you, you use it.
Yeah. So now go ahead and place my order. Open a new order. So that'll be symbol EURUSD volume 0.05. That's what I've been using. So first of all, change my type to pending order and a buy stop.
Yep, well done.
Then at price 1.1475.
7-7. 2 pips above, so it's 7-7.
2 pips above. Oh, okay. Okay, 1.1477. 1477. And the stop loss would be 1.1457.
Yep.
1.1457. And my take profit would be 1.1537.
Well done.
1.1537. Check that everything is in order. Stop loss is correct. Stop 1.457. Entry point 1.1477. Take profit 1.1537. Pending order. Yeah, everything seems in place. So just click on
Good.
place, and that's it.
And again, that's a good thing again, because there's no competition in this. You are home trading, so like you're doing very well. Is take your time, make sure you've done everything. Because like you say, when you start using real money, you don't want to be making simple mistakes because you're rushing, and there's no reason to rush. Take your
Yeah.
time, check your parameters, check what you've done, and yeah, so it's good that you have that principle and practice while you're using the demo, and then when you use real money, you have that habit of don't think there's anyone rushing you. You're at home, nobody's rushing you. Take your time, so that's good. Now let me press you a bit now. Because like I said, we want you to take over the trading session.
Okay.
Why do you think the euro US dollar is like this?
because of Brexit?
Sorry?
Oh, you mean? You mean that
Yesterday. So
why the market
yesterday,
is on the sideways?
yeah, since yesterday and this morning. Why is you? What do you think could possibly? Obviously, there's no guarantee, but what do you think could possibly be the reason? And why do you think I said we should go for that low point of the sideways trend so we could be extra conservative?
Because of the uncertainty of in the economy.
Did you read my post yesterday
No.
on the platform? I gave you a hint, everybody a hint yesterday.
Okay.
Do you want to ask a friend?
No, a friend. No, I want to check the post. Sorry.
I was going to say you can ask a colleague on the line on the call, on this call.
Oh.
That's what I was saying. You can ask a friend. My initial post yesterday, the assessment for the week.
Okay, can anybody help me out here?
Can anyone help? Oh, you guys don't read my post. I did buy it.
There was, it's about the EU leaders meeting on Sunday.
Yeah.
About the coronavirus crisis.
Yes. You know. And have they concluded the meeting?
I don't think so.
Yes, they have.
I think I read your.
So you see, the reason why I brought that up was you forgot to check the Market Watch website. Because on Sunday, the meeting actually started on Friday. They're trying to agree on a stimulus package, like Adebayo rightly said, for $2 trillion to stimulate the European economy. The meeting went on over the weekend. It went on till Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it also extended up till yesterday, Monday. So that's why there's a bit of, that's why most of the market was trading sideways yesterday. But if you, actually you can do that somewhere. If you go to the Market Watch now, you will see that they finally agreed this morning. They've agreed on the package. So this is just to highlight why it's always good to check Market Watch and have an idea of what's going on globally that could affect the market. Of course, that package is going to be major for the euro, and of course, it's going to affect the euro-US dollar, which we're trading. So you can see there at the top, or the updates at the top, where it says Euro nations agreed 2.1 trillion budget and corona after marathon summit. So you can click on that report. So, you know, as they say now, the devil is in the detail. So now that they've agreed that 2.1 trillion budget, that the other countries will now be sifting through the details. How does this impact their country? What are the conditions? Blah, blah, blah. So while they are picking through this deal package, you know, it will create some uncertainty in the euro for a while they all decide, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? So, yeah, and of course, you could just find all of a sudden, maybe at 10 o'clock, the market could just take off because, so this is just to highlight to you the sort of small nuances with trading, because you could find all of a sudden you find, okay, just like you've seen today, there are no economic reports due out today. Isn't that right?
Yes.
So there are no reports, but yeah. So, but all of a sudden you might just find at 3 o'clock, the market just starts to move and you wonder what's going on. It might just because people have finally come to terms with this deal and then they've now decided to either go long, either to buy euro or to sell euro. So this is, again, is just to have all this at the back of your mind when you're trading, what is going on. And of course, you can see this is a big deal. So again, that's just to highlight why it's important not just to ignore the market watch. So so like you rightly said, the key word there, like I said during the 5-week course, the key word was uncertainty. So uncertainty could be news like this, because everybody knew they were going into the meeting on Friday. I mean, it was actually on the economic calendar on Friday. I think we saw it on Friday, but we said it's a meeting. It was a meeting, not an economic announcement. So that's why you could still trade, but it could cause uncertainty because people know, okay, they're going to the meeting to agree this deal. So while they're in the meeting, there's going to be uncertainty. Are they going to agree the deal? What are going to be the details of the deal? And all this can create uncertainty. And of course, once you see things like this, it can make you extra cautious when you're trading. You might decide to maybe have just 2 attempts at the market instead of 3, or you might reduce your contract or your volume size. So instead of doing 50p per pip, you might reduce it down to 20p per pip. So you can see how you can bring all these factors to make you decide on how you trade. So yes, so you can say that's why it says it's always a good thing. So that's why out of habit, I always check. It's routine for me. I check the economic calendar and check market watch every day. So I don't get blindsided by something else that is going on. And then of course, just like I'm explaining, it can also impact how I place my trades. It impacts, do I be very careful and just, so let's go back to the charts. Let's go back to your chart. So in view of what I've just said now, and I know all this uncertainty was due to what was going on, I would rather take my whole sideways trend from yesterday and today. And that's why I use the low of yesterday, because I want to be sure that if the market moves, it's going to be outside the sideways trend from yesterday when there was uncertainty. So again, you're putting all these factors together. So again, that's why they say trading is more an art than a science, because it's you gathering all this information and begin to sort of, how do I apply this information I have? I know there's been an EU summit meeting since Friday. They were trying to agree a stimulus package. The meeting went over on Monday. They didn't finish the meeting on Monday. So that's what caused this market to trend sideways. Of course, we saw when we were trading yesterday, the market was just not going anywhere. So now that Tuesday has come, although the meeting is concluded, I know people might be picking over the details of the meeting. So I would just take the whole of yesterday and today and package the whole sideways trend. And then for me, until the market breaks this current sideways trend that you've drawn, that's when I'll be happy to then trade it. But in the meantime, I'm going to be cautious because I know what's going on in the background with the EU summit and the deal. So you can see, that's why with trading, there's no yes or no answer. Or you can't just say, I'm going to do the same thing every day. Every day is a different day in the markets. Every day presents a different scenario. And you just have to keep. And that's why, again, trading, you can't be great overnight. No matter how much you do, you just have to, it comes to practice. And, again, this is actually another reason why I've decided I'll be doing this Tuesday session every Tuesday as much as I can. Because you can see there's so much you can learn with trading that you can't really apply in theory. So you can see, until a scenario like this presents itself, you can't teach it in a theoretical fashion. I can't be doing a course and say, okay, when Euro have a meeting or when this happens. No, these scenarios, until they happen, before you can then explain it when they happen, and then it becomes a learning point. So yes, so that's one big thing from today is learning to understand what's going on in the news, how the news can impact your trading, and then also how you can also apply it to your trading, and most importantly, your money management. Samiat? Samiat?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I hope you saw there's a chat in the chat box from Adebayo. He wants your spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. Let me check the chat. How do I do that?
The chat box, just put his email there. And also, if you send me the spreadsheet, I'll see if I can attach it within the community too for everybody.
Okay, all right, I will do that. How do I
But you can email it to Adebayo and then send it to me too, and I'll see if I can attach it to the online platform, the community platform. But send it to Adebayo because I might not be able to. I will try and see if I can.
Yeah, I actually sent it at some point through this channel, but I would share it again. I'll send it. I'm trying to see how to get back to my chats. All right, chats. All right. Okay. Can you please share your spreadsheet with me in my email? All right, no problem.
Okay, brilliant. So you can, like I say, you can email it to him and.
Okay, I will do.
And email it to me too. I'll see if I can get it to.
All right.
Get it to everybody. Okay. Thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome. Okay, you've taken control back.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So like I said, you will be taking over the session very soon.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to retiring.
If there's anything like that.
Okay, so just like you, I'll just quickly show you my own screen. So that's what I've done too. So you can see that I've done the same. I didn't draw the sideways trend first because I was hoping I didn't want anyone to cheat and just copy me. I wanted you to do it yourself. So I'm glad you've done it. So I would actually draw it now myself so that when I post it on the platform, but yes, totally agree. So the high there is 1470. And we're just going to keep out of all that sideways trend till the market decides what it's going to do. Okay, so let's just quickly look at the swing trade. Oh, I forgot to talk about that. So swing trade, yeah. So again, that one is very straightforward. You just go to the daily time frame, the 1 day time frame. What is today's moving average? Go to today's moving average. You put your cursor over today's candlestick. So today's moving average is 1.1258. So you just want to sell 2 pips below that at 1256. So I just adjust that, 1256, and stop loss would be 1356. And that's it for swing trading. So you just keep doing that till the market reverses and takes your order. And again, that might take weeks, months, God knows. But for the day trading, yes, we marked out a sideways trend. We're going to keep out from there, and that's our the only opportunity we have to trade is just the buy order just above the first resistance. There are currently no sell opportunities. Of course, if the market falls, tests this low and goes back up and forms a market support, possibly. But for now, there are no sell opportunities. The market hasn't formed the market support. S1 and the pivot are within the sideways trend, and we can't use S2 to trade. So No sell opportunities, just a buy above R1. Okay, so, and I'll just save this picture so I can post it later on the platform. Okay, any questions? Any questions before we